All right, welcome back. Another video on viral TikTok rants, part 8, groceries and housing crisis. Let's go.
We? Who's we? There is no we.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but outside costs a minimum of $300. Stay your ass home, okay? Stay home.
So I went to buy chlorine today, and you used to be able to get 2 gallons in a box for like $4 something. It's now $17 for 2 gallons of chlorine. Catch me swimming in my swamp, guys, because I have no clue how the hell people are going to afford this.
No more chlorine bombs.
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
Yeah, these you listen to all the finance channels and all these economists on TV. They're saying we avoided a recession, we had a soft landing, and things are going to go just fine, and things are going to be all right. They're lying through their teeth. Scumbags, man.
I can't be the only one.
At this point, I promise y'all, I'm about to start eating out. $47.28. All vegetables. This is not even meat. Not even meat. I'm damned if I eat vegetables. I'm damned if I eat meat. The struggle is real.
Lady, no, you're not eating just vegetables, lady. Come on. Don't be lying to us. Don't be lying to us.
I'm walking around Costco here and I'm noticing these prices. For example, these Madras lentils,
processed
$15.99. I bought those a year ago
oil
for $6.99. I keep getting told that we got 6-7% inflation. You gotta be kidding me. Let's look at what else we got going on here. We literally bought this chicken broth, $5.69, 2 months ago.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm of the opinion that if inflation is probably anywhere from 10 to 20%, I'd say, especially on goods that you actually purchase. How they calculate the CPI, they incorporate a bunch of things that you really don't need, like TVs and upgraded electronics and stuff that now cost less, but they say you get more value, so they're able to gamify it and bring down the numbers. But now everyone knows.
Dang, this is the flour we were buying for $5.99 last year.
Don't eat mayonnaise, dude. That's gross. Cucumbers for $6. Nut butter. Get you some nut butter.
So if you think that the interest rates are not hurting vehicle sales, you look at these vehicles. They've been here a while. They're all dusty. We saw them a couple of months ago and thought it was just some big fleet purchase. I mean, look at that, folks. This goes on and on behind me too.
Yeah, I've heard repos are through the roof right now. I've heard that there's a lot of banks out there not even sending repo trucks because there's just not any repo trucks in use. They're all actually in use, so they can't find anyone to go and actually repo those vehicles.
These vehicles are not moving.
Yeah, these dealerships are
These are new vehicles.
No one's buying cars, nothing's moving.
Clearly, there's something not right here. These aren't all under recall, maybe a couple of them, but not all these. So, folks, look at that dust. They've been here forever.
Gotta love it. Let it burn.
Something not right.
Let it
There are a lot of
burn.
dealerships like this right now.
Going down with the ship, baby. Going down with the ship.
So I just got back from the grocery store. Okay. I live in the middle of Oklahoma. Literally, the middle of Oklahoma is where I live. Okay. I'm going to show you what I bought and I'm going to tell you how much I spent on it. And then I want you to see why I'm broke. This is what I got. Okay. I got 2 things of crescent rolls, a thing of country crock, a thing of Velveeta, value size macaroni and cheese, and a gallon of milk. Guess how much I spent on that? $28.47. Can you see that?
Yeah, how you guys doing? You guys holding up all right? You can definitely feel it out there. There's a lot of pain in the what I call it is the bifurcated economy. Of course, you're going to have the people who already have everything that aren't really affected by regular inflation, so everything's fine, everything's popping, and then you get in a larger and larger class of lower class of people, even upper middle income people who typically would be shielded from this. They're getting drug into the lower class as well. So not looking good. Not looking good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. $30 on 6 items. We're a family of 6. And I bought basic items and spent $30. I bought no meat. I bought nothing to make an actual meal out of. Like, seriously, I just got macaroni and cheese and some crescent rolls and some milk and butter. Literally, like $30.
Literally.
And it's not even a meal. I fucking hate it.
Classic.
I want to know how much groceries cost in your area, how much food it'll buy you, and how long it'll last. This is my receipt. I spent $99.39 and it got me 36 items. And of course I forgot to bring my own bag, so I had to buy 4 bags that cost 40 cents. And I bought 5 bell peppers, 3 ears of corn, a bag of organic carrots, 2 packs of blackberries, a pack of blueberries, baby Bella mushrooms, cheese, butter, yogurt, peanut butter and jelly, cream cheese, some yogurt for the kids, 2 loaves of bread, 2 gallons of milk, more cheese, popsicles, some candy, and some salad mix. I got some ground turkey and a pizza. I currently have 6 people in my household right now that are gonna eat this, and this will last, combined with a few things that I already have at home, about 3 days. The candy and the popsicles will probably be gone tonight.
This is what $137 worth of like personal care items and a couple random things looks like in 2023. This is literally all we got, guys. And it looks like more because I spaced it out to be aesthetic. But it's really not much. Like, what is...
Yeah, all of like the personal care accessories and stuff. Like, those things have gotten
$137 for soap, deodorant, toothpaste, hydration.
Liquid IV though, that stuff's good.
Toothbrushes.
Solid.
Coffee.
Absolutely inject
what is
that in
this?
my bloodstream.
So, economists are putting the odds of a recession beginning by July 2024 between anywhere from 50 to 60%. And we just heard that Goldman Sachs, which is one of the big banks, put the odds at a recession at only 20% in the next 12 months, lowering their estimate from 25% to 20%. I think it's probably closer to 50%, but we'll see.
Do y'all see this shit? Do you see that? $60.64. Do you see that? Do you see what I got? Some hot dogs. Boom. Milk. Boom. Some wipes for my ass. Some baked beans. Toast. Fucking potatoes, okay? This is ridiculous. So, yeah, when is this uproar going. What are you doing? It's not live.
They're calling it doom spending. Everyone's just running up their credit cards, knowing they're not going to be able to pay it off, and kind of just going day to day, seeing how long they can make it. But I can tell you right now, this is not sustainable. And the more and more spending we do at the top in the federal government, just the worse this is going to keep going. So, fortunately, I don't have any good news. There's no end in sight for this, but the ship is sinking, ladies and gentlemen. The ship is sinking.
Guys, I don't know how the average American is making it right now, because from the looks of it, things are just going to hell. For example, if you want to rent an apartment, the landlord wants proof of income 3 times the rent. And out here in northern New Jersey, that means a 1-bedroom, you got to be making 30 to 50% more than the national average. Groceries have gone up like crazy. It's like, it seems like it keeps creeping up ever so slightly, but after 3-4 months you feel like it's a you feel the increase. Because last year I would be shopping for myself alone twice a week, and it would run me about $80 each trip. Now it's costing me like $125 to $140 per trip.
Dude. So I'm currently here in Southern California, and all these places that I've pretty much been going to, people have been shoplifting. It's not the best area. It's definitely a lower income area that I'm in right now. But yeah, it's so casual. They don't do anything about it. They don't even try to stop anyone. They just have them walk out. From my understanding, they don't even report it to, like, they don't call cops or anything anymore. It's become so normalized and so casual, especially in California. It's bad.
And when I include going out maybe once or twice a week to eat, my total for food is coming out to be crazy. It's over $1,000. And I know it wasn't like that growing up, it's gotten out of hand. But people are walking around like nothing's wrong, everything is fine, everything is dandy. But it won't be long before people are gonna have to decide whether to pay the rent, pay the mortgage, or feed their families. And of course, people are going to choose to feed their families. And so, who knows what's going to happen? The only solution is for the banks and the Federal Reserve to forgive all debt. That's the only way. There's no other solution. Even if we took 20 nations to war and gave them money to buy from us, it still wouldn't help the situation.
That is the only, historically, that's been the only way out of this, is you go to war, the winner sets the terms, they renegotiate pretty much the societal contract, and whoever loses is in a world of hurt. Go back to, World War I, when Germany lost, they got the shit end of the stick. Of course, it led to World War II. That was pretty much just a continuous thing, but a lot of it, what preempts a lot of these conflicts is the financial situation of the country. Pretty much the treasury has been looted. You have rampant inflation, whether people are clipping coins back in the day or whatever they're doing. But you can definitely tell we're in a point where obviously we're devaluing every penny that we have. Monetary base is pretty much going into a hockey stick right now. It's like we're pretty much on the brink. I think there's no really turning back anymore, but unfortunately it's always, you go into international conflict, global conflict, and then the winner gets to set the rules. We'll see.
5 scary things that always happen when an economy collapses. Even in an economic stronghold like the United States, the possibility of economic collapse looms large. Now let's get into it. Number 1, kidnappings increase. Countries that experience an economic collapse typically see a spike in kidnappings as well. Kidnapping a person of wealth and demanding a ransom is one way for desperate people to acquire money when no other means of acquiring money are available. Number 2, pets go missing. Even if you can afford to continue feeding your pets during an economic collapse, there is still no guarantee that they will be safe. Few people have the skills or resources to hunt wild animals when food is scarce. Domesticated animals, however, make for much easier targets. Hospitals become overcrowded. Due to factors such as no garbage pickups, unclean drinking water, the spread of disease, inability to afford medications, and a spike in violent crimes, people tend to visit hospitals much more.
We've just been getting reports of weird diseases popping up all over the Northeast right now. They're saying it's due to the migrants coming through. Unfettered access for third world countries bringing in third world diseases. So it's great. It's a great time, man. Just, everything's good, you know?
More frequently during an economic collapse. Interstate trucking would halt. Factors such as an oil embargo or massive increases in robberies could grind interstate trucking to a halt in the event of an economic collapse. Unable to rely on trucks for transportation, stores would quickly run out of food and other essential supplies, leaving people who do not have their own stored up with few options for survival. Martial law is enacted.
For those of you who don't know, the day-to-day trucking, the just-in-time inventory that we run our entire economy on, if you didn't have trucks running, I mean, everything shuts down within a day, 24 hours. One hiccup, one issue in the supply chain, and just like we've seen with the shipping crisis that happened a couple years ago, and you know, trying to get goods on the shelves, all you need is one little thing to be screwed up, and especially if it was trucking, it would be that's like worst case scenario.
Attempt to curb some of the violence and chaos that ensues after an economic collapse, the government will likely enact martial law and turn over the governance of the people to the police and military. In no way does this make life safer in extremely desperate times. And that is exactly why we should talk about...
Is it time to move out of Florida? Some Florida residents have started to leave the state because Florida has become more expensive. And places like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm, they're getting even more expensive. And this is due to the fact that people in places like California and New York are moving from there to move here because Florida is less expensive. And also interest rates are still going up. In fact, interest rates are the highest they've been in the last 20 years. Now, while all this is going on, people like Robert Kiyosaki are saying that there's a chance that there's going to be a real estate crash. Let me know what you guys think in the comments and follow me for more videos.
So my husband called me today.
It's hard to... you would have thought that interest rates being this high for this long, prices would have come down on housing, but it seems like there's such a pent-up demand to acquire housing, whether it's by the large institutions or by individual families. But that's kind of what I was thinking a couple years ago when they started hiking interest rates. I was like, housing prices are going to be affected. They're going to be coming down. That's just the natural way of things. But as we've seen, they've pretty much halted. They've come down in some certain markets, but they pretty much halted and sustain themselves. And what people are actually thinking is, if we do get an economic downturn coming up and things start slowing down, which allows the Federal Reserve to drop rates, there's going to be so much money pouring into more housing that people are actually starting to speculate that, you know, if we do have rates come down a little bit to make housing just the interest payment a little bit more affordable, then people are going to jump on it and prices might actually go up further. So we've never seen a situation like this, I don't think, or that I know of, but it's gotten weird. What do you guys think? Housing up, down, sideways? It's getting weird, man.
On the way home from work, and he asked me how much we were spending on groceries this year compared to last year and the year before. I told him I had no clue, but I could find out.
I placed all of our orders either on Instacart or on Walmart Plus.
Since the month of September is not all the way over, I decided to go back to August for year 21, 22, and 23 to compare the difference. In 2021, we did not have a Walmart Plus membership, so I was only ordering from Instacart, and the total that I spent was $746.55. In August of 22, I also did not have a Walmart Plus membership. I joined in September, the month after this. Our groceries went from $746.55 to $1,493.08. This year, I do have a Walmart Plus membership, so I placed orders on both Instacart and Walmart Plus with a total of $1,650.92. Mind you, this is just the month of August for 21, 22, and 23, but our groceries have over doubled.
That's crazy. Whew. They're just slowly, progressively getting worse and worse. More on affordability. People have completely destroyed their savings. Not everyone, but you know, a larger block of the lower middle class completely torn apart. If they had any savings, it's pretty much gone. Things do look bleak, but always in your individual life, you can always improve things. But I would say on a global scale, on a national scale, things definitely don't look great. Prices are not coming down. A lot of people think that if inflation comes down, then prices are going to come down. That's not how it works. Inflation's going to come down, but prices are still going to rise, just at a slower pace. So unless we actually had like a depressionary event, this is the new normal, it seems like. So, but hopefully it wasn't too depressing of an episode. Let me know what you guys think down below, and if you're still here, I appreciate you as always, and hope to see you on the next one.